I'm 1 week in to a body recomposition protocol. Which has involved massively upping my carbs, dropping my fat, and putting even more effort into the food I eat for the purpose of fueling my training sessions. Becky's also joining me, which is pretty helpful because we spend a lot of time together and eat a lot of meals together. So I'm going to take you through where I got the core plan and protocol from.
For performance, you just need a lot of carbohydrates. You want to perform well in the gym so you're not wasting your time in there.
The types of meals that I'm eating now, the macros involved, and the training sessions. Now, over the last 6 months, I've been training bodybuilding style 5 days a week at NR Health in Lowestoft. So excited for the hack squat. The last set.
Yeah. I hope so.
Right, make sure you take all those weights off for me. Becky's absolutely rinsing me today. She's just decided she's had enough of sitting about on these baby weights. That's it, take them all off. Why have you done this?
Me too.
I figured. Following a back injury and changing my style of training from CrossFit, I found that I'm a lot less worried about workouts, which is awesome. I'm putting myself into safer positions when I'm training and I'm progressing. And that's the key thing for me. What I've found over the last 6 months is lacking is I'm not getting any bigger. I want to put on size. I want to add strength. It's not happening. And there's always been this conflict and this tension in my mind about wanting to stay lean and have that look and feel, which I love, and actually putting on a bit of muscle. So after 42 years, I've decided time to give a surplus a really good go. Now I got started from watching Dozer Weightlifting of Dylan Cooper's recent videos, which ran through some of the key components of what he's been doing and the macro split for performance.
I'm going to give you guys just the basic template on what you should do. This will be for someone that weighs 200 pounds. Let's say my maintenance calories are 3,000. What we're going to do to find our macros is we're going to take 200. That is the amount of protein. Then we're going to take this number, divide it by 3, which is going to give us about 67. That's going to be your fat. Now, what this does is it gives us a lot of room for carbohydrates. That is where we can really fuel ourselves for training and give ourselves a lot of energy in the gym. So the way we're going to find our carbs, every gram of protein is 4 calories. Every gram of fat is 9 calories. And then every gram of carbs is 4 calories. 67 times 9, 603. Then we're gonna do 200 times 4, that's 800. 3,000 minus 603 minus 800 gives us 1,597. Now we're gonna divide that by 4, 399. So we can just say 400 grams of carbs. For performance, you just need a lot of carbohydrates. You want to perform well in the gym so you're not wasting your time in there.
So I'll just dive headlong into that. Used AI to build out my new nutrition plan because it just cuts out a lot of that mental load. It's so helpful as a tool to take out any barriers and just plumb everything that you know in there, and it will fill in the gaps for you. And away we go. And I'm tracking all my food as I do in MyFitnessPal. So my macro targets on here are 169 grams of protein a day, 56 grams of fat a day, and 545 grams of carbohydrates a day. Let me show you some of the meals that's helping me do that. So I just got back from training legs with Becky, as you would have seen. Now doing breakfast number 2 before starting work, which is 200 grams of scrambled egg whites, 2 slices of sourdough toast, and I'm gonna have a coffee with it, because I bloody love it.
Gentlemen, we do not stop till nightfall.
What about breakfast?
We've already had it.
We've had one, yes. What about second breakfast?
After a week, the one noticeable difference I found was during a particularly long set of hamstring curls, in between those sets, my legs felt better, whereas previously I would be not wanting to get back on that hamstring. I would actually joke to Becky, I'd physically lift my leg in and out, kind of half joking because they were pretty sore. And this week when I've done that, in between sets, they felt better. The volume of food as well, I thought I'd really struggle. I've had to adjust some things on the fly as AI isn't always correct and it was kind of coming up with some weird and wacky numbers and volumes. But I've stayed with the core principles of the plan. What has gone slightly wonky was the weekend with the kids. I wanted to make some hot dog rolls with Chloe, but this massively threw out my macros. The fat in the hot dogs, with the calories in the rolls, homemade rolls, they were like 350 calories. They were dense as the sun. Pretty good. I'd rather spend £1.20 and just get them from Tesco's. That's a learn. Also went out for dinner. Went down to the Beefeater just down the road, had a voucher. You know I love to save a bit of money. And I had a ribeye steak with some salad, which was a tiny salad, and some peas and tomatoes, and overall pretty good. Being able to fit that into my macros, but the fat in the steak was way high. When I look back over what I was previously doing, one of the biggest differences, apart from the carbs, I just wasn't tracking fats. Now with 56 grams of fat a day, there's not much room for things like egg yolks. Milks, I've actually gone down to a semi-skim milk just to try and keep that under control, which is, I don't want to talk about it. The workout routine, still the same. Training legs twice a week. We've got a push session, we've got a pull session, and then we've got a bit of a hypertrophy mixed session on the Friday. So that is staying as it is. I'll be tracking my weight. Started off 75.1 kilos. I'm now at 75.6 kilos. So that's half a kilo up in a week. But the one thing that I'm stressing about is losing the leanness. But I've just got to get used to it. Still doing cardio sessions every single day in GarageBuilt Athlete HQ. 55 minutes on the ski, 11,000 meters. Just chilling, watching my friend Craig's YouTube video. If you don't follow Craig, I'll link him up. He's just done a run club in his first pop-up. It's super cool. 459, 460, there you go, flipped over. Pretty chill. Not just to burn on calories, but you know, cardiovascular health, get some zone 2 fitness in, and it makes me feel good. So I don't want to drop that, although it is disgustingly hot in there at the minute. Don't know what's going on in the UK, but let's get autumn on the go, can we, everyone? Hey, can we agree that now? Autumn next week, please. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you did, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and make sure you follow along. Looking forward to having you on the journey. Let's build. See ya.